can you actually speed up the manifestation of your desire? And is it helpful to even focus on that? Well, this is exactly what we are going to cover in this video. So with that, let's just dive right in. And first of all, I want to give you some foundations again, because what you need to understand is that every state has its own bridge of incidents to express, meaning you should understand by now that, when you want to see something outside, this is a result of, first of all, an internal shift, right? You align yourself internally to the version of you, to the reality, to the state where you do already have it, where it is already certain to you, right? So as within, so without. So first, the inner shift happens, and then the external world can confirm and mirror back to you what you have alive. And every new state, every new reality that you, so to speak, first enter within has its own timing, right? Has its own way, has its own bridge through which it will unfold, right? The bridge that you will move through until you, in a sense, encounter your wish fulfilled also externally. But it first happens in you, right? First, we shift within and align us within to the end state, and then that state is expressed. That reality is shown us also outside. But again, every state has its own bridge. So what we can determine, right, is how fast or slow an assumption feels natural to us, aka a new state. How quickly that feels natural to us. Because you can take, 2 years until this state or that state and your specific desired state feels natural to you. You can also take 1 month, right? And that's, of course, completely subjective and individual, because some people waver more than others. Some people understand the principles quicker than others. It's completely an own subjective individual journey. Never compare yourself. But the only thing you can control is, again, how quick the state, or how quick you accept that as done. But once you accept that as done within, it still will have its own timing that you cannot speed up. And this is already the answer. So there's no need to wait for any desires, because the desire will show up when you no longer wait, when it is already done and accepted for you within. There is no waiting here. So how can you, feel natural about your desired state? From currently, you desire this state. How can this new state that from your current state is still a desire yet, how can you make this so natural, so certain that it no longer is a desire, but you lived in a reality, you accepted truth? By consciously imagine ourselves to already be it, right? To already have it, right? To already be and have the assumed state. So you need to fill up your inner realm, your inner reality, your inner world with the state of the wish fulfilled, right? With the feeling of the wish fulfilled, with the mood that would be yours, would you already have your goal? And if you only do this, of course, once a week, and the rest of the week you waver, you doubt, you dwell on lack, you dwell on not having it, well, you have not made this end state natural yet. So therefore, also the manifestation will, quote unquote, take longer, right? But if you focus on, always dwelling back in the end state, as soon as you catch the desire coming up, as soon as you're in dwelling in lack, well, then you do the only thing that you can do. Because as soon as you are in the end state, you can't do anything else. You are in the end state here now. So what else do you want to do if it's already done for you within? So if you reach the feeling of naturalness, desiring ends, and you have moved into the state of having it, of being it. This is what so many people don't understand, right? If you internally reach the feeling of naturalness, right, by imagining a scene that implies you have it, by doing the state akin to sleep, or you, again, just dwell on something that implies you have it, or you ask yourself, what would it be like? Or you play with I remember when. Any technique throughout the law of assumption teachings, right, is helpful to bring the desired state in the here and now and make it more and more natural, more and more certain to you. Then once you are in the state of the wish fulfilled, you can no longer desire it, because you are right now in the state of the wish fulfilled. And that's all you can do. That's all you should ever focus on. So you can't try to speed up something that's already yours. But only people that are, still in worry, still in lack, still in the consciousness, in the awareness of not having it yet, that are still in the old state, or in the 1.0 state, where they are not having what they want to have, they ask themselves, how can I get this quicker? How can I get this quicker? Would they invest to go inwardly to the end state and bathe themselves in the end state of now having that, of now being that? The want to speed it up would fall away. So the time it takes your assumption, right, your desired state to become a fact, your desire to be fulfilled, is directly proportionate to the naturalness of your feeling of already being what you want to be, of already having what you desire, exactly what I just said. The fact that it does not feel natural to you to be what you imagine yourself to be is the secret of failure. Regardless of your desire, so regardless of what your desire is, regardless of how faithfully and intelligently you follow the law and you watch all of these YouTube videos and you try to apply all of that, if you do not feel natural about what you want to be, you will not be it. You will not see it outside. You will not see it reflected back to you. Now, I must make this state as natural as I have made my present state. I must consciously return to my new state constantly. I must feel its naturalness like my own bed at night. At first, the new state seems unnatural, like wearing a new pair of shoes. Right? You are aware of its fit and its feeling until it becomes comfortable. So it is with your new state. At first, you're conscious of its strangeness, but with regular wearing, the new state becomes comfortable and its naturalness causes you to constantly return to it, thereby making it real. So once a state is habitual, you automatically see the world from it. The person that has been, healthy for the last 10 years, they don't wake up and do an imaginary exercise to be in a state of health. No, that's their automatic dwelling place. They automatically see the world from being healthy, and so it is for any other state. And how can you reach this feeling of naturalness? The only thing that you can focus on, because you can't focus on speeding it up, right? But you can focus on making something as natural. Once it is natural, it has its own appointed hour. It has its own appointed way of unfolding. So you can reach that feeling of naturalness by persistently filling your consciousness, aka your mind, your inner world, your inner reality, with imagination. Meaning imagining yourself being what you want to be or having what you desire. So by constructing a simple scene that implies you have it, someone congratulates you, you doing something in your day-to-day life that now you wouldn't do because you don't have your desire, and that implies this certain state to you. And when you return back to this, you fill up your inner world with that state of being it, of having it. So your manifestation is directly proportional to the degree you're convinced of the reality of your imagined life. You're convinced that you are already it, that it is already true for you. And that is already it. Right? So you can determine how fast or slow this assumption feels natural to you. So focus on this. Focus on making it feel natural. And then the need to speed something up will fall away, because as soon as it's natural for you, this means that you are living in the wish fulfilled, and then your world, your mirror of life, can start to confirm it back to you in form of the manifestation, because the manifestation is the consequence, the result, the echo of the internal, unseen wish fulfilled that you feel yourself into inwardly. Okay, if you have any questions on that, any comments, any feedback, please leave it down below in the comment section. And also, if you need any help on your journey and you want to team up with me, you want to be part of my program, a private community, one-on-one calls, weekly, question and answer calls, a structured system, and just a all-in-one solution for Neville's teachings and your manifestation journey so that you can manifest your goals, then simply apply for my program. We have a simple application process where you can find out if we are a good fit, and if yes, we can get on a call to see if that all resonates with you, and then you can dive in or not. Completely up to you if you want to do it. Or you can also check out my free masterclass. You will find both links in the video description, pinned comments. I'm looking forward to speak to you in the next one, and bye guys. That's it for now.